Okay, today is November the 14th, 2015. We're watching the Northeast Pacific Water Vapor Loop. This is the NOAA Goes West Water Vapor Loop. And we're watching an approaching storm right here, identified on the surface analysis map. And we also have a storm up over here that is developing. And so we're keeping an eye on all that. Also, if you watched yesterday's video, we had a nice kind of a clean moisture field moving right into Oregon and Washington, and that has since been disrupted by a HAARP transmitter right here, which has applied a lot of heat and disrupted the jet stream flow. And so what we have now is a big U-shaped feature in the jet stream right now, and we have a large area of high pressure, which is suddenly built in over Hawaii, which is going to keep this developing storm away from these islands down here. So we're seeing once again the clockwise movement, descending air, a very large area of high pressure developing. This will expose the open ocean to direct sunlight, infrared, as well as UV, ultraviolet rays, and that heats the ocean. Okay, that causes climate change. All right. Okay, this is what causes climate change, not the coal-fired plants. The reason we're having strange, crazy weather everywhere is because of these HAARP transmitters and the chemtrails that are being laid out all through here. We can see that right here. Okay, chemtrails all through this entire moisture field right here. Okay. All right, let's take a look at some of these other maps. We have the, this is the rainbow color infrared loop for the same satellite, and we can see the intensity of not only this moisture field here. This is that interruption we're seeing in the jet stream. We can see that outflow boundary ring from the high pressure being installed right here. Okay, that's a nice clean ring. This is not necessarily a HAARP ring, but this is a boundary that is this is a high pressure zone, which is clearly defined, and it's moving outward radially from the center. And we can also see a lot of evaporation from this this is a new storm right up here, and we have a moisture field that is just vanishing within this very large HAARP generated high pressure field right here. But we still do have a lot of moisture right here moving into Oregon and Washington, and is skirting the northwest corner of California. All right, so there is a forecast, a slight chance is what they were quoted as saying, a slight chance of rain for Southern California, right down here. And we do have a separate moisture field. Let's go ahead and look at the, let's go take a look at the jet stream right now, and we can see what's going on. We have a separate moisture field right here moving right into Baja, and a the very south eastern edge of California desert right down here into Arizona and so forth, all the way through there. So there is a lot of rain going through there. Let's take a look at the map once again. We can see that it's quite a bit of rain potential right here, but it's just not getting into California because of that high pressure that's been installed over the area. Let's carry on and move over to the, this is the western U.S. water vapor loop. We can get a better view up close of what's happening here. We can see a lot of aerosol chemtrails right here being laid out, right, especially right here in this area. So we've got high pressure all through this entire area, and we have a transmitter right here, which is splitting up this this jet stream flow right here. We got a big U shape going in that jet stream. Okay, we've got high pressure down here, which is keeping this moisture field separated from this developing storm. We've got another gale identified a little further up north. We've got a dry low right here. We can see that. And there is a very slight something here that looks like it's a dry upper level low. That appears to be trying to spin counterclockwise. This definitely here is a upper level, remnants of an upper level low pressure. Okay, let's look at the, this is the geostationary satellite, the SSEC. Geostationary satellite. Okay, and we can see the chemtrails all through here and also up in this area. The air spraying all through here. Okay, and I will pan around a little bit here. We can see what's going on over in the over near Hawaii. You can see what's happening there as well. We've got a developing storm way up over here. We'll see that on the map in a minute. And so they are moving appropriately to protect the islands. They've installed a very large area of dry air right here with a transmitter, and we can see that very clearly. Okay, and we've got the chemtrails all through here. Okay, so let's move on to the, this is the southwest water vapor loop. And we can see that secondary moisture flow that's moving in from the south, going through Baja and skirting the southeastern desert areas of California right here. And then we have this very dry air all through here. Okay, so I'm going to stick with a slight chance of rain along with the jokers on TV, because the fact that the humidity is still rather low. It's at 34% right now. Yesterday we had humidity of 10% in the morning hours. That rose later in the day, but it was at 21% yesterday evening. But things will have to change very quickly for rain to occur. The dew points and everything are just very low. So we'll just see what happens. They've got some tricks up their sleeves. It looks like they're making an effort to get some rain into the area, and we'll just have to stand by and see what happens. Okay, here's the rainbow loop. You can see the intensity of that rain. There's a fair amount of moisture going over Mexico and into Arizona. All right. Okay, let's take a look. We saw that. This is the sea level pressure map, and we can see a high still here over the Utah and Colorado area. We've got a high right out here. That is the high that it is. Well, we'll take a look here in a sec. At the let's go look at the 500 millibar. And we've got a high right here. This is disrupting the jet stream flow, and we do have some interesting features here. We've got a trough sort of set up here. We've got this is low pressure, relatively speaking. We've got high over here, and they are forecasting this is going to move right over our area and bring some rain, but Southern California is questionable. Okay, now let's look at the 300 millibar. We have some really weird features here, some high pressure and some squigglies. So there's some high pressure causing this mixed in with low. So we've got some anomalies all through this area. But as far as Oregon, Washington, and Northern California, that looks like a good shot of rain. All right, let's look at the surface analysis map. Okay, we've got today. This high pressure now is behind the cold front. Yesterday, if you remember, we had an elongated area of high pressure that was right in front of this cold front, which extended a long distance across the Pacific Ocean all the way past Hawaii, and we had a very long area of high pressure that was sort of blocking that and sort of steering it. But today that has been changed. We've got high on the back side of this front, and that is disrupting the jet stream. Okay, we have a developing storm identified right here, just northwest of Hawaii. We were looking at that. That's where all this high pressure is, and that's going to protect Hawaii. Let's just go back again and look at that. Okay, this area right here. They don't really correctly identify the highs and lows and where they exactly are on these maps, but we can see here once again this developing storm. They are moving to prevent that from dropping down and hitting Hawaii. If we go back to the other map here again, we have a pretty good shot of rain here. We have a developing gale. We've got a storm. All this happening right here. We've got 4 different lows. We've got a dotted dashed line here. That's indicates some unstable wild weather. So we'll just have to keep an eye on things. it'd be nice to get some rain, but it looks like the high pressure from in the Southern California area may prevent the bulk of that rain. It may keep it to the north. All right, here is this is the ocean swell wave analysis map, and this is showing the effect that the storms are having on the ocean swell. So we've got 20-foot seas here, and we have 20-foot seas right off of Northern California as that storm moves in. So we're going to be getting a lot of heavy surf along the entire California and Oregon and Washington, the entire West Coast. All right, let's go back to the big map again, and we will hope for some rain. This right here is a developing storm, so we will keep an eye on that. All right, that's it. We'll do another update tomorrow.